Hey guys, Glaze here. I hope everyone is having a great day so far. Today we'll be taking a look at how KSCERATO holds the B site on Vertigo for the CT side. And for this video, I'll be using just a standard 16 by 9, 1920 by 1080 in this video, as you might have already been able to tell because of the quality from a recent poll I recently did asking all of you if you would prefer to have the players config or not. However, this can always change if you aren't aware of this poll I made and you now want to vote. We will take a look at the 17th round here, where Furia don't have the best buy due to winning the Force against the pistol in the second round. KSCERATO will be going with the MP9 and full utility. Because of his weapon of choice, he'll be wanting to play close quarters in order to utilize this weapon to the best of its ability. We see here a deep Molotov towards stairs. This is done by jumping above the wooden panel and simply throwing it down. He will then underhand a flashbang here before jumping down, looking for a fight on towards those T's. After hearing a large presence towards middle, he would then bounce a grenade against this piece of construction, just in sort of hope to deal some damage and also help out his teammate towards middle. Because of the potential B split here that KSCERATO is aware of, he would then drop a smoke at top stairs and just try to play around it a little bit. However, he simply whiffs his shot in this scenario. After now winning this round, it forces ENT into a full eco. KSCERATO is very aware of this, and because of this, he knows he will only be against Glocks. He does the same aggressive play once again. This time, however, the flashbang actually made it around the corner, unlike the round before. As you can see, the sheer confidence coming out to take these duels, resulting in the 2k and also a large amount of damage on towards Hades. He would then fall back and take up this position on the railing, and this exact position we're actually looking at right now here seems to be a confident spot for KSCERATO to play due to the frequent basis that KSCERATO decides to go here. However, we won't obviously be seeing every round he does this because it will simply just get too repetitive. The only thing I want for you to be aware of when playing this position is how exposed you are to flashes from the T side with almost nowhere to go, so please keep that in mind. Once again, another very aggressive play towards stairs here, however this time just dropping a smoke to the left hand side of bottom stairs before taking up this angle. You can use this with a slight gap on the right here in hopes to catch a tee off who may not be aware of the gap at all. Following this, KSCERATO will then take up this position underneath stairs instead of on top of it, and the reason that I love this position so much is that it's used in order to avoid the flashbang that would pop above him. However, Daika does actually flash close here, but most other players won't be throwing the same thing Daika does, so I wouldn't really worry about that too much. However, it obviously changes situation to situation. This is a great example to just show how punishable this position is with almost just nowhere to go, and please do not play this position all the time. You can even go for a double up play on middle some rounds if you want to just leave B open completely early on if you know the T side are getting into the habit of pushing mid and not really playing around stairs. As you can see, this position that KSCERATO and Drop have taken up, it makes sure that they have to be cleared at the same time, allowing for them to 2v1 the enemy. Going back towards stairs now, we see an early grenade from KSCERATO, however quickly getting into cover due to the fast pace of ENT's taking stairs. As you can see, he is ready for the boost to come in from different sound cues from the Molotov damage tick, but also the sound of dropping as well. He is able to take out Madden before falling back, then Molotoving this position again by throwing it into the corner of this construction piece. We see a very handy smoke being thrown here by getting on the left side of headshot box, crouching, aiming as shown, and then using a jump throw bind. This will land on stairs to prevent the T side from pushing up towards the site. Here I want for you to pay attention to how KSCERATO reacts to a fast B play in order just to stay alive as long as possible. He'll start with a HE grenade towards stairs, however reacts straight away when he hears the steps and also sees the flashbangs coming over. He will drop a smoke top stairs here and will play off of the sound cue of that T running up close to him just to understand when he should be peeking. He will then just tuck against the wall here, being very ready for a push at any moment to happen, playing around with his team, making sure to take the duels equally onto the T's. Unfortunately though, KSCERATO does miss out here in the duel towards Daika. KSCERATO does sometimes play relatively passive as well sometimes, just making sure to be in a good position to help around middle if required as well. He will throw a flash here just to fake stairs presence before getting into this corner, aiming as shown and using a jump throw bind to block off top stairs. This way he can look back to focus on middle with also the little remaining players left of Furia still alive. Here we will see KSCERATO go for his early aggressive play again that we saw early on in this video, molotoving deep and flashing behind it, while also taking up his favourite position as well. What I really want to pay attention to here is when he rotates, but also when he starts shifting as well. As we all know, sound travels very easily on Vertigo. He will start to rotate when he is 100% sure both players are towards the A side of the map and will quickly go through connector. It's important to shift before you reach the bridge here in order to not give an obvious sound cue away to the enemy side. Because of the lack of information from the side of Ents, they weren't really expecting him to be in this position, allowing for him to take out Hades. Here is another situation that KSCERATO needs to rotate, however decides to go through T-spawn instead of connector. You don't always want to be rushing to rotate, as that is when you can get caught off guard. So please do think before going through connector, guys, as you might get taken out from a lurk from the T side and then they can freely go back to B and just win the round. When looking at KSCERATO's playstyle overall, it is very aggressive in the way he likes to take stairs. As you can see, he is now being hit with lots of counter utility and it isn't very pleasant at all. If playing hyper aggressive like this doesn't really fit your playstyle, then I still think you should give it a go anyway, just to see how it feels. You won't really know until you try it out for yourself. However, it is very important that you still understand the risks of doing such plays like these. I hope you have learned something new from this video, guys, and I really do love this style of Brazilian CS, so I'm so glad we had a look at KSCERATO together towards stairs. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.